At the end of Beach 100th Street, you'll find John Larkin. His upstairs neighbor is the A train. On days when the weather cooperates, he may spend some time on the makeshift front porch watching the world arrive at JFK. A former youth counselor and tennis instructor, John Larkin today leads a very different life. While most of us were hunkered down last year trying to survive Sandy, John was in a rehabilitation center learning to live with one leg. He lost his left leg after he contracted a flesh-eating virus. Doctors had no choice but to amputate. July of this year, he was finally allowed to go home.
I needed a ramp, and a charity put one together for me because the original contractors we had working on the house kind of left without finishing the work. So this charity was nice enough to put together this ramp, and about 3 days later, we had a summons on the door from the city. And we've been trying to comply since then.
And that's John's problem. He wants to comply, but he has to bring the ramp up to certain city code specifications, meaning his ramp has to be a certain height, width, length, and can only take up a certain percentage of the sidewalk.
Did anybody consult with the city before they built this?
No, they didn't, because it was done at the last minute, because the other people that were doing work here left, and I was getting released in 3 days.
All right, well, how did the city find out about it then?
That I don't know.
About any of your neighbors tell on you or something?
It's possible.
John says he has called just about everybody in city government, including some elected officials, and he's stuck in what is becoming a fairly complicated situation.
We have utility poles on the sidewalk, we have a dead end, and I need the ramp because I have to go to dialysis 3 times a week. It's a medical necessity, so I have to be able to get it in and out of the house. So we really want to comply, we just need some help getting that done.
You need some guidelines.
Absolutely.
No one's providing you with any guidelines?
Not as of yet, no.
Has anyone said we'll come out here and take a look at it in a week or two or anything?
No.
They just hit you with a summons and say you're not up to code, goodbye, good luck.
With a summons, a bunch of threats, they want to fine me if they don't resolve this. And, you know, I really don't have the money for that.
John says the St. Bonaventure University charity that built the ramp is willing to come back and help.
You've been through a lot in the past year, and this is just another headache that you don't need.
It's the icing on the cake. I live here with my son, you know, and we're just trying to get our life back together. We had the Sandy damage and my illness, and now we're just trying to move forward slowly, and this is a big obstacle.
Actually, it's a $13,630 obstacle. That's what the ECB has fined John for non-compliance. It's a lot of money for a guy who can't work anymore and is trying to feed his son every day. We called the ECB and the city's Department of Buildings. Both agencies said they'd take a close look at John's situation. If you have a problem, think I can help, download the Help Me Howard app. It's free. And of course, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.